Welcome to the IIC's Festival of Contemporary Malayalam Films. Your film, Salt of the Earth, has been shown today. This is a rare film in Malayalam as such, since it is more of a philosophical film than a simple narrative, which people are used to. Sunny is a very senior cinematographer and has worked with Aravindan, Shaji, and Karun, even Adur. And he's one of the rare people who has worked with most of the major, including TV Chandran. So, Sunny, tell me, how did you come upon this subject, which is very philosophical, not the ordinary, the run of the mill, and even in the good film category, this is a rare genre of filmmaking which people dare very people are afraid to enter.
And IIC. I am indeed happy to present my film in front of this esteemed audience. This started little back, probably from my childhood onwards, when I was thinking seriously about what is the meaning of life. And especially born in a Christian family, there is always the idea of sin and heaven and redemption and all that kind of ideas are imbibed from the family. So, but as a teenager, there is always a question which arises, doubting about the doctrines which will be taught to us. So that was all forgotten, and we move on with other things. And I have been, and later, this film started actually 7 years ago, and started as a diploma film for my students, and it was supposed to be only just 20-minute film. But then, as I started writing it, it's expanded, and all these old, problems and ideas which came into my mind and became a full-length feature film. The core idea was the contemporary situation in India. That is the basic premise from which this film's beginning happens. The idea that the religious fundamentalism from whichever corner is dividing our society, and even a pious, gentle person can become a monster. That is the whole idea of the film. Anything which is fanatical in nature will derail the true nature of human beings, and that is what I try to say in this film.
That is very contemporary and very meaningful, given that today's context of religion getting into political arena. And so, how do you go about it? And what are the issues you faced in making the film? Because obviously, this is though it is couched in philosophies, I'm sure that people should have found there are fundamentalists in all religions. Did you face any issues with the organized religion per se?
No, not so far. And especially few of the priests have seen this film, and I think they have comparatively admired it. So the real issues were during the production. It started as a diploma film, as I said earlier. Then when it became a feature film, there was need of funding, and I approached some of my friends, and they were ready to send the money and all. They were, at the day of the shoot, very first day, the demonetization and banning of notes, everything happened. You cannot withdraw any money from the bank. I think that was 5,000, then it was 10,000, and it was a hard time finishing the film.
You are a good friend of Christoph Sanusi, the Polish filmmaker, and you told me that he saw the film. What was his response? as a senior filmmaker?
He's a strong believer and hardcore Christian faith. He believes in God and Jesus Christ, and his films also reflects on those themes. And I had a chance to show this film to him in Goa Film Festival in a private hotel room. It was not an ideal screening condition, he said, but I just want to see it. So after the film, he looked at me and told me this. Oh, you made a film against my film. This was referring to his last film, Perfect Number. So I am, I I am an agnostic look into the problems of God, and but I cannot deny the millions and the most majority of people who believes in any kind of divinity in a god or goddess. So I think I have to address it. In Kerala also, many of my atheist friends criticized me, saying that why did you talk about God's existence and all? It is a futile thing. But I don't think so. I think we have to address this issue. It is a age-old problem of humanity in the growth of civilization, and I think it is a valid issue anytime, and especially these days when the religious fundamentalism is dividing our society and actually becoming violent. That is more dangerous. Killing people, it is not acceptable.
Okay. That there is this parallel story of the trade union movement coming into that. That is little intriguing for many. What is the idea behind putting that portion in the film, which is deeply religious? And are you equating, the communist parties or the trade unions with the kind of fanaticism which religion has also acquired recently?
No, in fact it is the opposite. I am kind of see any knowledge system, whether it is communism, capitalism, or any other system, is trying to better the society and existence. And for me, one line from Marx, which attracted me when I read a few books of him, that is, money is the alienated human ability. And that one line, actually, I tried to read it in a parallel way from one line from Bible, which says the root cause for all evil is the desire for money. I tried to equate that trade union leader as a person who has empathy and creative force in him, and probably then that is the way of God. Art. Recently I was listening to Kunyuni Marsh one interview, and where he says, more than prayers, it is the art which will take you closer to God. And I believe in it. And today in the Facebook, I read one quote from Andrei Tarkovsky, whom I think is the greatest filmmaker. And this quote is, art is prayer. And that is absolutely true. Today's, in today's context, actually the real churches and temples and mosques are the cinema theaters where real films, true great films are being screened. And that is where the hope is lying. And like what Dostoevsky said, beauty will save the world. Art will save the world.
Yes, thank you. You can see Sunny's whole thought process is highly philosophical, and so is the film. I'm sure all of you will enjoy seeing the film. Thank you, Sunny, once again.
Thank you. Thank you.